So, I'm here to talk about what the NBA has become. Let me tell you, it's simple. It's become a joke. And before I get a bunch of hate for it, let me say I'm a big fan of the NBA. Yeah, as long as it doesn't get horribly worse, which it might. First of all, it's not competitive at all. The finals in 2016 are going to be the Warriors and the Cavaliers. I have psychic powers. No, it's just very predictable. Um, you can't get to that point in the finals without a star player. The Cavs have LeBron, Love, and Irving, and the Warriors have everybody. Mainly Curry and Thompson, and Iguodala, and Draymond Green, and, their whole roster. But, yeah. Other teams have star players like Oklahoma City with Durant and Westbrook, or the Spurs with Parker and Aldridge and Ginobili and Leonard and Duncan and just a lot of old players that are really good still. Now, these star players get so much good treatment, it's not even funny. You can't walk forward if you have the ball without getting an offensive foul call on you. A, because the refs are going to help you out, or B, the refs are going to help you out because LeBron James decided to act like he just got hit by a tank. Yeah, you just can't do anything. I know in 2013, there was a game with the Nets and the Heat. And there was a pretty light foul on one of the Nets players, and they called a flagrant on him. And it's solely because it was LeBron James who received the foul. Let's not forget the fact that he can walk from Cleveland to Miami with the ball and not be called for a travel. Other star players get this treatment, though. Curry gets away with a couple of things. He's not horrible. I mean, look at his handling. He has handles, and if he wants to dribble, he can. Now, Durant, Westbrook, they get a couple calls. Durant primarily, I mean, Westbrook is, let's just face it, he's just a really good point guard. And Durant, he's a star player. He's going to get a couple calls his way. Had a couple blocks that should have been fouls. Some people have blocked him and they've been called fouls. Yeah. In the Eastern Conference, you've got Rose, who gets some special treatment if he can actually stay healthy for 5 minutes. Gasol is on the Bulls too, but he's just kind of average now, I think. Don't get me wrong, he's a big part of what's going on, but he's not, the star player he was with the Lakers. The next thing we really just gotta talk about is the officiating. Like I said, it's rigged, okay? The NBA is rigged. We all know this. Now, let me tell you. I like it when we can use these hypothetical terms where, oh, you can't breathe the wrong way, or you can't look at somebody the wrong way. In 2007, Tim Duncan got a technical foul for laughing, and then he was ejected because he laughed again. Sitting on the bench, not directed toward anybody. He was just plain out laughing. That was by Joey Crawford. And then the Sacramento Kings, I think it was last year, Rajon Rondo had a technical call on him, and he looked at the official the wrong way apparently, and he was ejected from that game. Really? Really? Uh, we just all know that. Moving forward, we do have the playoffs coming up, so I guess we can talk a little bit about that. But like I said, it's obviously going to be the Warriors and Cavaliers. Curry and Thompson are just two beasts, and if they're not having a good day, like I said, they have so many other good players, like Iguodala and Green and that kind of stuff. They're just not going to lose, alright? They're going for a record here, for 73 wins. Shout out Scottie Pippen, who says that they would beat the Warriors in a 70-game series. 96 Bulls against the 16 Warriors, Bulls in 4. Kind of agree, you know. And that was about 20 years ago, and that's something that I want to talk about too. Like, 20 years ago, you could not build a team without putting a big guy in the center of it. Whether it be Bill Russell for the Celtics in the 60s, or Will Chamberlain for the Knicks in the 70s, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 80s for the Lakers, or Patrick Ewing in the 90s, which didn't really work out. Yeah. New York? No, I didn't think so. Yeah. But now, what it is the Golden State Warriors. If you can chuck up 30-foot jump shots and make it, you're fine. That's just not fundamental, and it's not really basketball anymore. It's just like a skills competition. I mean, I know that's what sports kind of is. You're showing off your talent. If you're talented, you're going to be good, but I mean, you know, there's other parts of basketball except three-pointers and, you know, running plays doesn't even happen anymore. You know, you might have a pick and roll or a screen or something, but, the only play that's really talked about anymore is the New York Knicks triangle by Phil Jackson, which doesn't even work. Yeah, I've been trashing the Knicks a lot. I don't know why. I don't have a thing against the Knicks, really. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I mentioned the Warriors trying to get a record. The other night against the Grizzlies, prime example of rigging. Draymond Green absolutely bulldozes into the Memphis player when the Warriors are up by 1 with like 5 seconds left, and no foul was called. That is what the NBA is coming to, you know. I mean, you can just keep watching the NBA. I'm going to do that too. Till it gets a lot worse. Which it just might. You know, every team might be like the Knicks. There it goes again. They need to get Anthony out of there. You know, in 2K, Carmelo Anthony goes to the Brooklyn Nets. You go from the Knicks to the Nets, who are even worse. Why? But then again, 2K makes no sense, because in 2K16, the 76ers make the finals. They're the worst team in the league. In real life, come on. But yes, that is what the NBA is becoming.